clearing the distractions, and just staying on that track until it's complete, you actually wind up getting more things done.
Hey everyone, Kevin Amolsch, Pine Financial Group, where we work together so you succeed. If you're just stumbling across this video, or if you've been following us for a little while and you haven't yet, hit subscribe, maybe hit the notification button so you get notified each time we're putting out fresh new content. Today I have a special guest with me, Justin Cooper. One of the things in real estate investing, Justin, and most successful investors, they're very good with their time. They're very productive with their time, and they get a lot done with the limited resource.
Yeah, we have to be efficient with our time because not everybody's a full-time investor, right? Some of us may still have a full-time job as we're transitioning into investing, so being efficient is really important.
So we're going to talk about how to get the most done with the limited amount of time that we have, and we have 3 ways to do this. So the first one that Justin and I talked about was being focused and task-oriented, like a single task. You know, there's been lots of studies done, Justin, I'm sure you know, that people who multitask are actually much less efficient.
Yeah, everybody thinks that, and some people are proud of the fact that they can multitask. They can do this, they can do this all at the same time, but in reality, they're getting less done.
Oh yeah, when I interview people to work for Pine Financial or interview contractors, and anytime I hear someone say, I'm a great multitasker, ooh, that's a red flag for me. I like to just focus in on one thing until completion, because if you're doing multiple things at once or you're moving between them, it's hard to get your mind focused on each item each time. You find the same?
Yeah, exactly. As you're switching between the different things you're working on, there's the ramp up period, there's the ramp down as you're getting ready for the next one. So just having one thing, focusing on it, clearing the distractions, and just staying on that track until it's complete, you actually wind up getting more things done. If you slow down and do what seems like less, you wind up getting more done.
So higher quality, more done. What's another way we could be more productive with our time?
So just knowing what has to be done in that time. I love to-do lists, having a task list. Just write it down. At the beginning of the day, I write down everything that I need to get done. And then what I do is I prioritize it. What are the must-have dones? What are the should-have dones? And then what are the ones that if it falls off till tomorrow, it's not going to be the end of the world?
Yeah, absolutely. I do the exact same thing. So I call it like a daily goal. It's a list of everything that I want to do, and I try to put that together the night before. I'm not sure if that's how you do it. And then in the morning when I'm drinking my coffee, I can go through and prioritize it. And I use the ABC system. Do you use the same?
I use something very similar.
Okay, well, let's talk about what do you use? How do you prioritize?
So I just use a simple, just draw a circle next to the ones, right?
What do you want to do first?
Yeah, so I'll just have them all listed out, and then I'll draw a circle next to the higher priorities. So it just stands out as my mind, and I look at the list, and I can check it off, and then I can move to the next circle if I need to reprioritize.
So I'll do all the ones that I have to get done, my money-making tasks that I have to get done that day as an A. Then I'll do a lower priority, but I really want to get them done today as a B, and then everything else is a C. And then I go back through the list, and I'll put a number next to the A. So A1's the first one I'm doing, A2's the second, A3. And that way when I free up from a phone call or an email and I come to my task list, I know exactly what I'm going to be working on. There's no thinking about it. This is the task.
Yeah, and I love the fact that you do it the night before, because that way as you're sleeping, your mind is mentally processing and preparing for these tasks. So when you look at it again in the morning, your mind is already telling you which are the higher priorities. You have the A's, but which A is going to be the highest priority. You're already there. You're not spending more time thinking about it. You're just right into it, and then when you get in the office, you hit the ground running.
Just go. Okay. The final way is time blocking, but I want to go into a little bit more detail before we talk about the time blocking. Stephen Covey, in his book, The 7 Habits of Highly Successful People, I think that's the title of it, talks about the 4 quadrants of where you use your time. I don't know if you can remember these or not, but the first one is urgent items that are important, right? That's number 1. Okay, the second one is not urgent, but is important. Okay, these are money-making tasks. The third one is urgent, but not important. And then the final one is not urgent, not important. So things like Candy Crush, for example, is going to fall into the 4th quadrant, right? Or some of the brain games you play in the office. Those are going to be in quadrant number 4.
I got to keep my brain sharp.
What we want to do is spend as much time as possible in
Quadrant 1.
Quadrant 2.
Ooh.
See, if we're doing things that are important but not urgent and getting those done, they never become urgent, right? So if we could focus our time in quadrant 2, we'll have the best results. What quadrant do we want to stay out of completely?
Quadrant 4.
Quadrant 3. Yeah.
Quadrant 3.
You can see we did not prepare for this one. I believe it's quadrant 3. I think those are other people's emergencies. Urgent, not important.
Absolutely.
So as soon as I'm starting to go right now after something that's not important at all, and I'm focusing on that, it pulls me out of quadrant 2.
Yeah, totally. Quadrant 3 is other people's quadrant 2, right? Or quadrant 1. But that doesn't mean that their emergency does not constitute an emergency on your part.
Right. So you agree, quadrant 2?
Well, we worked through it, yeah,
All right,
but
so
I'm with you.
We agree. Time blocking. This is where we're in full circle. Here's where we're coming back to, the time blocking. What I like to do is block out bits of time each day. Like for me, in the morning, I will read every single morning from a certain time. And that's a quadrant 2 item in my eyes. So I like to time block quadrant 2 items, so I'm doing it every single day.
Yeah, exactly. So if we're out there and we're marketing for deals, right, something we may want to block time for is putting together our marketing, whether it be, this is the time I'm going to go knock on doors. I've set aside 3 hours to go drive the neighborhood, right? Drive for dollars. Or I need to get my next marketing campaign out in my mailers. So I'm going to set aside 2 hours, right? And do everything I need to do there. And block that time so that the other distractions don't come in and don't interfere, right? Similar to what we were saying about that single task, right? We're blocking time to focus on that single task.
Yep, I agree 100%. So if you like the video, hopefully this will help you become more productive, make more money. Time block the things, like you said, that are going to make you money, so you do it every day. Hopefully this helped you out. Again, leave some comments below. We'll respond to those, and check us out at pinefinancialgroup.com.